Hello, dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and staying at home. And also, I hope you are continuing your studies at home while you are remaining safe and following the uh, health guidelines. So, I am also fine, though I have been affected with COVID-19, and by the mercy of Allah, still now I am okay. So, if you can remember, we in our last class discussed about the simple, complex, and compound sentences, and hope that you have practiced those things at home, and also practiced some of the exercises from your book. Today we will discuss a new item, that is formal and informal words. What is formal word and what is informal words, and why we need to know these things at HS level. You know that you have one item in your syllabus that is called email writing, and also you have to write about formal essays, formal compositions. So in those cases, sometimes we need to differentiate between formal and informal words. In our day-to-day life, in our practical life, we use a lot of informal words while we talk to our near ones, dear ones, and friends. We use informal words more than formal words, whereas in our writing we use formal words. We almost use all the formal words in our formal writing, our academic writing. So in your syllabus, you know that you have to write email, mm, and for in some emails you need to use informal words, and at the same time uh, you have to write formal compositions, formal paragraphs. So uh, you need to know how to use formal words and informal words, and at least the definition and some of the you should be knowledgeable about formal words and informal words, which words are formal, and how can a student differentiate between these two types of words. So let's begin. Here on the screen you see that there are two columns, formal and informal, and under each column there are some words given. For example, choose. The word choose, this is highly informal word, and in a formal setting you cannot use choose, rather you should use the word select. For example, you have brought some balloons for children, and in informal setting you can say, okay, babies, choose whatever you like. But in a formal setting you cannot use the word choose, rather you should use select. If you can recall your question pattern, you can see a question setter never uses the word choose, rather he says select the best options, or select the best answers from the following. So you see, in a academic setting, which is which is obviously a formal setting, and there an examiner never uses the word choose, rather he uses select. Next word, deal with versus manage. So both of the words has common meaning, may have common meaning, but their outlook is different. Deal with. A manager in a office, in an office, has to deal with lots of problems, lots of issues every day, and the manager also manages those issues. So in informal setting we use the word deal with. The manager, in a dialogue you can say, hey, Mahbub, how are you dealing with all these problems, all with how you are dealing with all your customers nowadays? That's informal. But in formal setting, how you can address this dialogue, how can you say this, or how can you write this in your book or in your khata? You can say, hey, Mahbub, how do you manage these things nowadays? So you see the difference between these two sentences, one in informal setting, the other is in formal setting. The third example, that is famished, hungry. The little baby you see on the street is very much famished. That means he has the baby has not taken any meal for last 3 or 4 days. That's why she looks very famished. He or she looks very famished. And in the same idea you can convey in formal setting using the word hungry. Yes, I see the baby looks very hungry. It has not taken any meal for the last 24 hours or 48 hours. The next example, fill in, substitute. In informal setting we use the word fill in, but in formal setting we use substitute. So you should watch the differences. You should watch how each word is used, whatever it is in informal setting or formal setting, and also notice the inherent meaning in both the cases. Fill in, substitute. The word substitute means the option, the best option. For example, you have rice, but whenever you don't have rice, you can eat puffed rice. In Bangla we call it muri. So puffed rice can be a good substitute of rice. So we can say this in informal setting like this: puffed rice can fill in rice in most cases. So this is the formal and informal setting. We are saying, we are delivering the same idea in two different ways. Okay, we go to the next word, that is find out and discover. Okay, find out means you are looking for someone and you have got him finally. So we can say that in this way: finally we found out our friend from a hut or from a jungle. And you can say this in formal way like this: finally we discovered him in a jungle. He was very hungry and he was very tired. This is how you can say this in a formal way. Okay. Next use is free and release. Just make him free. In a dialogue we can say, just make him free. This is informal, but in a formal way you cannot use free. You should use release. Just release him. Okay. He was the prisoner was released from the jail. This is formal way. Get, next word, get and receive. Get and receive. I have got 3000 taka today. This is informal, obviously. And in a if I say the same thing in formal way, how can I say I have received 3000 taka? So you say in a email, you should use the word get, but in your academic writing you should use receive. Get by, survive. How the baby got by? Okay, how it gets by in such a situation. And the same thing you say in a formal way, how the baby survived. Tell us in details how it survived. The the meaning in both cases is same, but the expression is different. Okay. Give, provide. In a formal in informal setting we say give. Please give me something to eat. Please give me something to eat. But the way but in formal way you can say that okay, government has decided to provide us whatever we need. Good, positive. Okay, what is their attitude about flood in this area? What is the authorities attitude about the flood or any disaster in this area? In informal setting you can say, oh, they are very good. Okay, that's good. But in formal setting you say, yes, the authority is very much positive. So I have got the difference between informal and formal words, how they are used in our day-to-day life. Now some more examples on this issue. What is informal and formal, and why, how you can understand, and how you can be very much cautious while you write this in your exam. Ask for, request. Okay, when someone requests something, the same thing can be expressed in an informal way, just using the word asks for. She asked for some bread from her neighbors. She asked for some bread from her neighbors. The same thing you can use in formal way, like saying she requested some bread from her neighbor. So you I hope you have got the difference. Now next example, look into, investigate. Look into, this is informal, and investigate is formal. The police has investigated into the matter. This is very much formal use. And in an informal setting you can okay, you can say like this: the police has started to look into the matter. Refer to, this is next example we go to, refer to and consult. Okay, you can refer to a doctor named this and this and that. Okay, in formal setting you can say, I have consulted a doctor. Hungry, famished. This is already discussed. But however, but is very much informal. But however, this is formal. However can never be used in an informal setting. You should use for formal setting. Wrong is used mostly in spoken English, but incorrect, this is the formal expression. For example, your friend has something said which is totally wrong, and on the spot you can say that, yes, you are wrong, you don't know the right answer, this is wrong information. But you cannot use the wrong in your writing, in an academic writing, or in your novels. Okay. Mad, insane. The boy is mad. This is informal, and the formal expression is insane. So keep these words in mind while you are Study more other examples from your book. Let and allow. Let, this is very much informal. We are most often use this in our spoken English. Allow. Okay, let the boy enter the house. This is informal. And the same thing we can say using allow. Allow the boy to enter the house. Eager, avid, eager. I am very much eager to know about your lifestyle. This eager, though this is very common word, this is informal, and the formal form is avid. Avid, avid means also eager, much interested. Avid means much interested. He is an avid reader. That means he is very much interested to read. He reads books after books. Dare, challenge. These are also, you see, dare. I dare to go there. This is informal. The situation challenged me to go there. This situation is very much challenging. This is formal use. Heart damage. Heart damage. The heart is informal. I got hurt while I tried to reach the station. I was hurt. So this is informal. The formal is damage. Now, show, demonstrate. Both of the show and demonstrate, these are also these two words have very close meaning, similar meaning. Show. We have a showroom at Dhanmondi. Dhanmondi, we say in most cases in our day-to-day life, we say like this. Okay, can you show me something? You don't use the word demonstrate. Okay, demonstrate your performance here. We don't use this word in practical life. So demonstrate is very much formal. At the same time, show is informal. Avoid, evade. Look the differences. Avoid. Avoid is a very common word, this one, and this is informal. So be careful while you write your email. You should not use the word avoid in a formal setting. Sick, ill, very common word. Sick, ill. The boy in an application to your principal or to any authority, you should not use the word sick because this is informal, very much informal. But you should use the word ill. This is formal. Give up, quit, give up. That means to avoid, to forget something. Give up, you should give up smoking. This is very much formal dialogue. Give up. But quit is very much formal. Empty, vacant. Empty. My stomach is empty. We usually say, but we do not say my stomach is vacant. Okay, so careful. Be careful while you use these words in your email or in your script. Okay, mend, repair. The cobbler is mending my shoes. This is informal. We use this in our spoken English. Repair. This is much weighty sentence, a weighty word, and this is used for academic use. Idea, notion. Very common word, idea. Do you have any idea what is going to happen in India in next 3 years? So this idea is very informal, and this is used in spoken English. And notion, this notion means also idea, but this is not used in spoken pattern. See, observe. See is informal, observe is formal. So, dear students, I think you have got the difference between formal English and informal English, and hope you have got the usage patterns, how these words are used in our day-to-day life and how we can use the same words in a different pattern in our academic writing. So be careful while you use these words in your email or in your academic scripts, and hope that while you write from now on you'll be much more careful about these things, and hope that you will practice these things at home and you will get more formal English in your English newspapers, or if you watch BBC or CNN news regularly, and you can be a better user of these words if you learn from a real life situation. Well, just for example, from TV channels or newspapers or novels or short stories. So practice these things at home more and more from your books, from your exercise books or textbooks, and also study from the book provided by NCTV. There you'll find much more informal words as well as formal words, and try to make a difference. Try to differentiate these words. And if you face any problem, feel free to call me or email me. Okay, till then, and hope to meet you in our next class. And stay stay safe at home, and continue, as I have told you earlier, that your exam will be in right time, so no time to waste, my dear students. Okay, thank you all for being with me. Thank you all. Good night for today. Thank you.